Hello everybody, the Yogi page here, otherwise known as the Brain Yogi. And first things first, I'm going to take you through my weekly shopping. So this would normally last myself and Ryan Monday till about Thursday. And then my darlings, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through 2 ways you can cook beautiful meal preps, healthy, nutritious meals. And you can keep that, you can store them in a Tupperware, and that's your food for the week. So no excuses. Number one, I say this all the time. Meal prep is really, really difficult. I know that the discipline is hard, especially when it's winter. It's really difficult to stick to meal prep because you do want to cheat. But what I'm saying is just incorporate this slowly. So maybe you're doing it 3 times a week. Maybe if you're really eating badly, incorporate this once a week. But my darlings, you are so worth looking after your body from the inside out. Good. I hope you understand that. If not, let me know. I'll shout at you. Okay, before we start my puddings, I just want to show you that I'm business on the top. Chicka-ching. And comfy at the bottom because it's the coldest day in Johannesburg. So I look lovely at the top, at the bottom, comfy. Right, my darlings. So meal prep for this week. I got some fresh pumpkin, fresh butternut. That's going to be for the soup. Coconut cream soup, extra one, just to have in the cupboard. The best sourdough bread in the whole wide world. I shop from a little place called Eagle's Landing. It's close to Eagle Canyon. Guys, if you ever drive past, please go get yourself their sourdough. Pearled barley. I got some beautiful Eddie's eggs. Ooh, silly girl. Honey and mustard flavor little chippy things. They're delish. Baby corn. Sweet potato crisps, just because coriander whole, I thought I was going to add that into the soup today. Baby cabbage, because cabbage, my favorite thing. Baby gem squash, grew one of these the other day, tasted amazing. Now it's winter, nothing wants to grow, or sort of get no sun in my garden. Asparagus, normally asparagus would just go with a piece of chicken, but just got it because I was craving it. Boerewors, it's going to go in the freezer for when we need it. And then 2 chickens. This is what's going into the kind of bone broth stew that we're going to have, that we're going to make together. So all of this, my puddings, all of this, let me tell you, I even wrote it down on a piece of paper for you. Shopping amount, Eagle's Landing, that is all the fruits and veg, the chips, the bread. That came to 523 Rand and 81 cents. Okay, the meat, these 3 things, 348.60 cents, and the total for all of this, 872 Rand 41 cents. This is for my whole week. So what I'm saying is, if you're really prepping your food smart and healthy, this is just kind of everything in one. It's not just about, I want to eat lean because I want to look lean. Absolutely not. My food is delicious. There's just days that it's boring because you're eating the same meal often. But my darlings, again, I'm going to say it, you are so worth it. You are so worth putting in the effort. So, my baby chinos, you might as well pull up a chair. You can make yourself a nice cappuccino or something. Get yourself a water. Maybe even get yourself a little notepad so that you can take down notes. And I'm going to take you through 2 amazing, simple ways, healthy, super crazy healthy ways to do meal prep and to feed your body from Monday till about a Thursday, late Thursday evening. All right, beautiful people. I'm not saying you have to. Calm down. I do wash all my veg after I buy them. I just wash them in a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You are more than welcome to do the same. If you're not there yet, that's also okay. You don't have to put so much pressure on yourself, my darlings. If you hear a lot of noises around, it's just little Luna running around like a lunatic, which is super cute. Ooh, a little ASMR for you. Ooh. So I'm just going to soak them in some vinegar. And then, my darlings, I'm going to drain them and we're going to start cooking. We're going to start cooking. Okay. Also, recycle, please. Plastic, recycle. All right, my darlings, whilst my veg is soaking in the apple cider vinegar, we are going to get started. So, before we actually start, I'm lying. I want you to make sure you've got the 3 most important spices forever in your cupboard. They must always be there. Paprika, number 1. Cayenne pepper, number 2. And then, my darlings, a little bit of turmeric. Really, really important spices to have. Cayenne pepper, so good for your blood. Turmeric, amazing for inflammation. Paprika, just a really incredible spice. Can't think right now what's the benefit of it, but it'll come now. You'll see. Okay, and then I said, I'm going to try with the coriander whole today. When I do eat this, I'm not going to lie, it makes me think of biltong. But here we go. Okay, I'm going to strain my veg. La, 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 la. Right, veggies are getting strained. And then my darlings, at the back here, you see I've got 2 pots. This black pot actually is from my dad, from my gran generation, been passed on. That one's going to make the butternut soup, pumpkin soup. The other one's going to do the little chicken meal that we're doing. Also, the chicken meal that we're doing is going to be cooked with the chicken bones in it, and it's going to be cooked for about 2 hours. We want to cook it on a pot, and with the bones being in there, it's kind of like a bone broth stew. Just can't get any better, really, can you? Okay, putting the fresh pumpkin in the vinegar yellow with a little bit of water. Ooh. And then going to put the butternut in as well. Let it soak a little bit just so we make sure we clean it. Again, don't put pressure on yourself if you don't want to do that. And then my puddings. Another thing that you need to make sure that you have in your fridge. Some ghee, beautiful, beautiful ghee. Wow. A boiled egg with some ghee on is delicious, by the way. And we're going to use a little bit of olive oil for both. So what I'm going to do now first, my darlings, I'm going to throw some ghee. I'm going to throw some olive oil in those dishes. And we're going to put it on 8. Is it 8? 6? No, mine can only go to 6. Going to put it on 6, and we're going to get stuff cooking. I'm taking about 2 tablespoons. Okay, a little bit of ghee in there. Put both of my stoves on at 6. I'm going to let the ghee melt a little bit, and then I'm going to put some olive oil in. And then, my darlings, let the games begin. Let the games begin. I've also actually got some chopped onions, which I thought to put actually with the butternut soup. Let's see which one it goes in. All right, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. La, la, la. La, la, la. Now, my darlings, I'm just waiting for it to smelt. We're going to throw the chicken in. We're going to also throw the chicken in on top of the skin here, so we create that beautiful oil. Also, guys, game changer for food. We're going to take a little bit of that oil and pour it into the pot that's going to be making the butternut and pumpkin soup. Delicious. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy, smelted. The ghee also just gives it such a delicious flavor, you know? Okay, I'm putting it down to about 5 on both of them, that one as well. Right, let's put the chicken in. I just want to show you that chicken sizzling. So you just want to get it nice and juicy. The oils mixed with the chicken so that we can put that in the butternut soup pot. All right, my chicken is in the pot. It's busy browning. It's getting delicious. Also really important, You're going to put this in the little bone broth stew that we're making. Guys, literally just a little. Okay, that's just going to get all that nutrition out. And then, my darlings, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the onions to the ghee and the olive oil. This is for the butternut soup. So it's going to be blended so that it's nice and smooth, so we don't have to worry we're eating chunks of onion. That one doesn't look so lekker. Smells like apple cider vinegar. All right, then I'm going to get a little big spoon, a groot lepel, big groot lepel there. I'm going to take some of the juice from the shilgum. Wait, let me just focus here, sweet people. Oh, yeah. I'm going to throw it in here with the onions and the ghee, my darlings. Again, maybe 3 tablespoons. There's no real recipe to follow, my darlings. I go by what my heart feels on the day. Okay. Now what we're adding is we're going to add the paprika, the cayenne pepper, and the turmeric to the chicken with the ghee and the olive oil. Just a little sprinkle again, guys. Not too much turmeric because it can have quite a pungent taste. And sometimes people don't like the taste of the turmeric. Here is paprika. Again, just a little sprinkle. Be careful of the cayenne pepper, my darlings. It can burn. It can burn a little bit. A little cayenne pepper. And again, I'm going to mix with the oil, with the ghee. And I'm just going to use the same wooden spoon to mix everything, guys. Ooh, yummy. It already smells so good. I wish you were in my kitchen with me. Okay, mixing. What are these things called again, guys? Onions. With the ghee, with the olive oil. And then, la la la, li li li. Okay. Lazy woman meal prep. That's what today is. Lazy woman meal prep. Today, my darlings, I'm not saying you have to use the same vegetables as me. Use vegetables that are in season, please. Please. We should be taught in schools how to actually grow food. Video for a different day. So, lazy girl meal prep, you don't even have to cut them because they're going to get so soft, they're going to squish anyways. If you want to cut them and you're like, oh no, Paige, that's terrible. Okay. I'm just showing you how you can do meal prep and be a little bit lazy about it. So I'm going to throw that in with the chicken, with the ghee, with the apple cider vinegar. That's going to get a little stir as well. So now all the juices are going onto these baby gems, baby corns. Oh, delicious. Delicious. Giving the onions a little stir again. My pots are still on 5 for now. Once I've got all my ingredients in, then my darlings, I'm going to turn them down to 2, 1, and that's it. Then they just sit there for 2 hours. You can do whatever you want for 2 hours. You can take a nap for 2 hours if you want to. No excuses. Right. Pumpkin butternut in the other pot. I'm also going to put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, I think. Just get this feeling. La la la. I'm going to stir it with the onions. Let me just wipe it here. I can't stand mess where I work. I hope to the heavens you can hear me on this little speaker. Cool. I'm mixing the onions and the pumpkin and the butternut. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Yella. Ooh. I'm also throwing the pumpkin and the butternut everywhere. Right, what you're going to do, baby boo, is you're going to let the oil get on it. Get the oil on it. Again, same 3 spices we're adding to the butternut soup. We're adding our turmeric. La la la. Oh yeah, this is where it gets exciting. What is this? Paprika, my darlings. And a little bit of cayenne pepper. Not too much. You don't want it too spicy. Right, now what I'm going to add is my little coriander seeds. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for these. Let me just taste 1, 2. Always reminds me of biltong. Okay, I'm not going to put the coriander in the butternut and pumpkin. I'm going to put this with the chicken. Just a little sprinkle. Nothing too crazy. What I am going to put in the butternut and pumpkin seepy. I was going to say seeds. Soup is cumin whole seeds. Again, just a little sprinkle. Again, guys, I'm going to mix it. You can hear it sizzling. Cabbage goes in right at the end with the chicken. No excuses. You can literally come to the kitchen. You can make this with me because we're doing it in real time together. And then, my babies, the world is your oyster. Also, if you're wondering, my nose is so red. It's the coldest day in Johannesburg today. And my house is freezing because we get no sun on it. Not during winter. Ow, it's a little bit hot. Hey, I'm mixing with the spices. That's all I'm doing. I might actually add a little bit more olive oil to my butternut soup here, guys. You'll just have to get a feel for things. La, la, la. My chicken's already starting to go. Lovely. You can hear that. That's what you want to hear. Okay, butternut soup is starting to sizzle. Chicken gets another stir. Ooh, it's sticking a little bit. It's time for the water. Right, darlings. It's burning a little bit, my chicken. So I'm going to put my chicken down to number 3. Yummy. Right, chicken is almost ready. I'm going to put water in from a bottle, guys, because tap water. Very naughty that you're not looking after our tap water. Right, I'm going to put some water to cover all the ingredients. La-li-li-loo. Right, just a full bottle, really. Then, my darlings, my chicken, I'm going to cut up the cabbage. I'm going to soak it first, clean it first, cut it up. I'm first going to let that just sit for a little bit, simmer. I'm going to put a lid on. And then the only 2 ingredients I still have to add to the chicken dish is the barley. Also just need to rinse this. And the cabbage. And then, honestly, you put the lid on, sit for 2 hours. Easy peasy done. You put it in little containers, freeze some of them for the week, and you just really have no excuses. Also, what's really cool is if you're working really long hours, I know I speak to people all the time, and I know that some people are really working when I say like a 7 till 8 shift, not even, maybe even earlier because they've got to be up at like 4:30. I understand life gets really busy. This is just trying to simplify your life, make it easy, and in the same breath, you're feeding mind, body, and soul. So please, no excuses. And yeah, keep doing this. I know it's challenging. Cool. So now butternut soup has been sizzling. All the oils, the juices are getting onto the butternut, the pumpkin, pouring water in. Guys, I'm doing half water. We'll see how much cream I'm going to put in there. Can use a full thing of cream if you want to, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. My suggestion would be a more coconut cream, my darlings. Just if you are going to use a cream, maybe get really fresh cow's milk cream. The only thing is sometimes it just goes off a lot quicker than the coconut cream. Okay, my pumpkin. Oh, I think it's going to be divine, this pumpkin soup. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Just pouring some half water in. Good. I'm going to give it a little stir. I'm going to turn this down to 3. Both of them are on 3 now, my darlings. Okay, when we do finally just put the lid on, cook everything, 1, let it sit there. Your house is going to smell delicious. Again, nutritious food, man. Sometimes I could slap humans just because you don't understand how important it is to feed your body and be consistent with the way that you feed your body. Even though I promise you, there's moments when I eat the same food every single day that it's kind of boring and you eat with long teeth. But guys, I'm never sick. If I do get sick, I promise you I recover a lot quicker. Like when you incorporate this kind of food, I promise you when I say to you, not just feeding for satisfaction of tasting food, feeding your gut. Your gut's going to be like, wow, your bowel system is going to feel amazing. Your brain afterwards, you're going to eat it, especially with barley. Barley, an incredible carbohydrate. Ladies, get on your freaking carbs. So much energy in this. So if you say you're eating your lunch at 12 o'clock at work, I promise you it's going to give you this boost of energy, and it's going to be this long-lasting energy. So trust me what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to food. It's just my thing, easy ways to look after your body, but no one flipping laced it. Okay, Let me just soak my cabbage. When I soak my barley, my babies, I'm going to soak it in hot water with some salt just to clean it. Sorry, I'm just looking for apple cider vinegar. Good. Right, I'm going to open up the coconut cream. Should I put it in now or just let me give it a little stir? Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, guys, delicious. If you actually wanted to with the butternut and pumpkin, you really could have added some garlic. I'm not going to do that now because you would rather fry the garlic so you get that like beautiful taste. So I'm not going to add it now, but you can. Garlic also, just what an amazing, amazing herb that. Right, excuse me, I just want to get at the lid. I'm putting the lid on the chicken and it's on 3. I'm just soaking that. I'm going to let it sizzle for a little bit, my darlings, and then put it on 1 and we're done. Put it on 1, then we're done. Party up in my brain. Cool, putting my spices away. Ooh, cloves also really great to actually cook with. I'm going to add 1 little clove. Guys, also, if you struggle, how interesting. So I say, everything about food I know. And that brain's just like, pew, pew, pew. Clove, if you make clove tea and you've got toothache, great for toothache. Really amazing for toothache. So 1 little clove, because the clove can be quite overpowering. So I'm just putting 1 in. And my darlings, I'm going to add the coconut milk now. I got this feeling I'm just going to use the whole tin to make it nice and creamy. Delicious and creamy. I'm also making the butternut soup because I do want to give it to one of my clients, just a bowl for them to taste. Ooh, butternut cream is solid. Okay, come on, baby. There we go. Whoa, look at that, Yella. Imagine what it's like in my head on a regular basis. It's fun. Okay, that all just needs to melt in there. Again, please recycle. Our planet is important. Hello, Lunzi. I think Luna thinks she's going to get fed, hey? Luna Woona? Cool, cabbage has soaked. Barley's going to go in some nice hot water with a little bit of Himalayan salt. Let it soak for a bit. And then, my darlings, that's Luna crying. Do you want to say hello to the people? Yes, you do. Come here. Say hello to the people. Say hello. Hello, I'm starving. Starving. Yes, I'm going to give you food soon, babes. All right, the cream is in the butternut soup. I'm going to have to add a little bit more water so that it's covering the top. Oh, guys, you're going to blow your own minds when you cook yourself this kind of food. You know what's also really amazing about cooking food, my darlings, is when you cook the food and you're watching the process, you're watching all these colors blend together, like already before you even start eating, that's when the digestive system gets going, is when you're looking at the food, prepping the food. So, even if you are sitting in front of your laptop and having to have your lunch there, I understand there's many days I have to sit in front of my laptop and eat. But look at your food, and maybe before you even eat, just being like, oh, what a blessing to be able to eat such nutritious food. It's bigger. It's bigger than we think it is, than just shoveling food down our throats. So please start listening to me. Tell them, Luna, say, listen to the yogi page. She knows what she's talking about, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Okay. I'm just going to wait for the cream to mix into this butternut. Same thing, my darlings. That's going to sit for a good hour. And meal prep is almost done. So I'm soaking my barley in a little bit of hot water and Himalayan salt. Half the bag of, not even, yeah, nearly. Half the bag of that. Put that away. I'm going to cut my cabbage. However the hell you want to cut it, guys. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Just make yourself food. La, la, la. I have a little Luna just sitting next to me, staring at me, waiting. Because she also loves this bone broth stuff. Guys, cabbage, it's been soaked. I'm literally going to go put it on top now. On top of the chicken dish. Chicken. Ooh, every time you're going to open the lid to the food that you're creating, you're going to be like, wow, yes. Also, if you've got a bigger family, guys, kids should be eating like this. If you're a vegetarian, then of course, cut out the meat. You don't have to have meat. You can use the ghee though, because the ghee gives it a really lovely flavor. And then, my darlings, if you're making a vegetarian meal, cut out that. You can add tofu if you want to. You can add tempeh. Really, really amazing 2 things for women. Within proportion, within reason, within balance. Okay, so the cabbage is on top. Just going to push it down a little bit so the juices get onto it. My darlings, I'm closing those lids. I'm just going to use this little breadboard for my spoon. And now, my darlings, all I'm going to do is just clean up my beautiful kitchen. I'm going to let that barley soak for a little bit. I'm going to add the barley. Ta-da! Meal prep done. All right, my beautifuls, kitchen is clean. Because a beautiful, hearty, this is your creative space in your home. So make sure it stays beautiful and clean. And every time you walk into it, you feel that creative expression come out. Okay, darlings, we're going to add the barley. We're going to add the barley into the chicken. I'm going to mix all the barley in there. Usually it'll sink to the bottom. Just give it a little mix. Now all the cabbage can go to the bottom as well. Just make sure all the food is covered. All the water is up to the top, covering all the food. If not, push it down. Or else, my puddings, add more water. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Okay, good. I'm putting that lid on. And then I'm just going to give my beautiful pumpkin soup a little mix. Oh, looks gorgeous. Good. I'm putting everything on 2. I'm going to turn them down to number 1 just now. I'm going to give them about 5 minutes at number 2 on the stove. Let it sizzle a bit. Then I'm just going to put it on 1. And then, my darlings, that's that. Easy peasy meal prep. No excuses, naughties. So I'll see you soon. Just want to show everybody what it looks like. Yummy. Starting. The little bubble is starting. I mean, how beautiful is that color? Let it sit for 2 hours. Keep checking it. Keep coming to stir it. It's been sitting for 2 hours. And now, my darlings, your food is ready. I've been mushing it with that thing. And ta-da! Meal prep done.